Here's a tool for making values cards. I'll show you how it works. I'll start with how I'm feeling. I'm feeling kind of gloomy today. So I think every feeling reminds me of something important. I feel angry when something important's blocked, afraid when something important's threatened, and so on. What does a gloomy feeling mean? It means something important to me is far away. What is it that's far away? Let me think about it. I think it's actually a type of exploration that's far away. I miss being daring and curious. The value that's far away is getting a little clearer, the one behind my gloomy feeling. But I'm just beginning to sharpen up this value. To do this next part, I have to imagine I was being exploring, daring, and curious in this way. If I was, what would I be paying attention to? I would be exploring, daring, and curious if my attention was following. As I think about it, I realize what I'm missing is a kind of socializing, where I'm out in the world, meeting people, when I'm looking at strangers and thinking about whether I might like to get to know them, whether they'll surprise me. When I'm having conversations where I notice the diversity of what people appreciate and love. And when I'm finding my way into social situations that go in unexpected directions. It's a beautiful sunny day in Berlin, just perfect for this value. But I'm stuck inside making this video, hence the gloomy feeling. So I'm almost done with my value. I'm going to finish by giving it a name. I'll call it Stranger Spelunking. And I'll double check what I wrote. I want to go through the passive attention I followed here and make sure each one is a source of meaning for me. So let me check. Yes, it feels meaningful for me just to look at strangers this way. It feels meaningful to listen to people this way. And it feels meaningful just to hunt for these social situations, even if I don't find them. So each of these passive attention is a source of meaning. That checks out. Okay, now I'm done. I can post it and it'll appear on this page and I can refer back to it when I'm thinking about what a good life is for me. I also get a link I can use to share it with my friends. Maybe they can help me live this way. I believe that what's meaningful isn't specific activities, but it's specific passive attention, specific ways of approaching things. In this case, meaningful socializing happens whenever I'm paying attention to these strangers, these kinds of conversations, and these social situations. Finding these passive attention can be super useful. For one, it helps me know how I want to live. After writing this out, I think I'll go to a nearby park and see if I can make a friend. But it's also super useful to establish a shared language of meaning. If you and your partners and friends can all do this kind of exercise, which we call emotions to values, then you can support each other in living meaningfully. Every time someone has a feeling, everybody else can get curious. What's the underlying value? Making cards like this is a fast way to develop such a shared language of meaning. At first, writing a value like this might take you 5 minutes, but after some hours of practice, you'll be able to translate emotions to values quickly in everyday conversation as the feelings come up without skipping a beat.